Today we're going to do an upper body flexibility routine to help you reduce the risk of injury and improve your upper body flexibility. So let's kick things off with a nice neck stretch. So if you drop your left ear towards your left shoulder, and then you're going to take your hand, you're going to place your thumb just underneath the earlobe, gently push on your head and turn and look down towards that armpit on the left side. So you're gently assisting the stretch, dropping your head to one side, slowing your breathing down. We'll be holding the stretches today for around 30 to 45 seconds. Usually that's around 5 relaxed breaths per side. You might feel this running all the way down into your mid and lower traps also. Let's release that side. So you're going to take your next one, you're going to put your thumb just underneath your ear, you're going to drop your head to your side, look down towards that armpit, gently push on the side of your head, feeling the stretch down the side of the neck, and maybe even down into your mid back. Slow your breathing down. As you exhale, you should be able to relax slightly more into the stretch. You don't want to be pushing too hard on your head, but you can assist with that top hand to deepen the stretch. Next, we're going to go onto the chest. So if you lie face down on the floor, I want you to put your right arm out at a 90-degree angle. Press your right shoulder down towards the floor. Look away from that right arm. You're going to lift your left leg up. You're just going to gently cross it over the top of your right leg, pushing off with your left hand, keeping your right shoulder pressed down into the floor, or close to the floor at least. You should be feeling a stretch in the pec, your chest muscle on that right side. If it's too intense, just ease off slightly. And releasing that side, so you're going to take your left hand now, put it at a 90-degree angle, press that left shoulder close to the floor. You're going to take your right leg, and you drop it just over your left leg, push off the floor with that right hand, looking towards your right hand, feeling the stretch in the shoulder, maybe the chest of that left side. Just slow your breathing down, relaxing deeper into the stretch on the exhales. One last breath. I'm going to do one of my favorites now. You're going to do a little bit of a rotation of the upper back. So what you're going to do, you're going to take your left hand. I want you to pass it under and through. You're going to drop the left shoulder down towards the mat. And then with your right hand, you're going to push off the floor, keeping the left shoulder down, and look up towards the ceiling. And we're just going to hold this position. So you're dropping the left shoulder down. You're pushing off the right hand. You're gazing up towards the ceiling, getting a nice rotation on your upper back, your lower back. to come out of that side now. So you're going to pass your right hand under and through that gap. I'm going to drop the right shoulder to the floor. I'm going to push off that left hand, rotating, looking up towards the ceiling. Consciously trying to relax that right shoulder down, whilst at the same time pushing off the left hand and rotating your torso so your chest is trying to turn towards the ceiling. Might feel it in the lats, maybe your rhomboids, mid-traps. Good to release some upper back tension you might be getting from working at a desk or driving. You're going to take some more dynamic stretches now. We're going to do a cat-cow. I'm going to walk my hands a little bit further than your classic conventional cat-cow, just to open the lats out a little bit. So what I want you to do is you're going to spread your shoulder blades, draw your shoulder blades apart. Your belly button should be drawing in, tuck your glutes under. And then as you exhale, you're going to sink your belly button down, pull your shoulder blades together, maybe you rise your gaze a little bit. And then as you breathe in, you're going to push through the palms, pushing away from the hands, lengthening the lats out. You can tuck your chin under, draw the belly button in, tuck the glutes under, maybe feeling the stretch around the mid-back and the lats. And then as you breathe in, allow your stomach to sink down, maybe rise the tailbone slightly, getting a little bit of movement in the lower back. You can lift your head up slightly as well. Let's do that 2 more times. So we're going to push off the palms. I'm going to lengthen through the shoulders, spreading the shoulder blades out, engaging the serratus anterior muscles down here. Dropping down. And then 1 more time, we're going to push up through the palms, push away from the palms, spread the shoulder blades, draw your back up towards the ceiling like an angry cat, and then releasing out. Okay, we're going to stay in a similar position. We're going to get a nice tricep stretch now on the long head of your tricep. So what we're going to do, we're going to put your elbows as far forwards as you can. I'm going to cross my hands over. I'm going to drop back and I'm going to reach my hands down behind my head as far as I can. Coming out of that position now, you're going to sit down onto the mat. You're going to hit the front of the shoulder and you'll feel it in the biceps as well. You're going to put your hands back behind you. And then what I want you to do is slowly shuffle forwards, keeping the chest nice and proud up towards the ceiling. And then as you elevate the chest, you'll feel a stretch down the front of that shoulder, maybe down the bicep. If you're finding this easy, just keep shuffling forwards, or even bring the hands, creep them closer together. That'll make it more challenging as well. Try and keep a nice open chest position and you'll feel the stretch even better. Maybe even creeping a little bit further forwards, or bringing your hands closer together, whatever suits you. Okay, let's move on to our final stretch. I'm going to take a band for this one. You can do it without, or you could use a towel. You don't have to be in a kneeling position like this. You could be standing for these. But we're going to do an over-under stretch. So if you can link your hands, great. But if not, if you take a band, grip the band, and then just crawl your fingertips closer together on the towel or band, getting a nice overhead stretch and a stretch on the bottom arm as well. As it gets easier, maybe you can tighten your grip if you've managed to hold on. Well done. If you can touch your fingers together, that's pretty impressive. And if not, then just use a band or a towel like me and just keep creeping them closer together. This is definitely a stretch I neglected for way too many years and need to get back on doing more of this. But this is a good start doing it today. All right, let's release out. Let's switch which one's the top and bottom arm. Grip that band or towel, reaping them closer together. You can crawl your fingertips. Feeling a nice tricep stretch on the top arm, and a little bit of a front delt rotator cuff stretch on the bottom arm. Again, trying to not fight too hard against it when we're stretching. We don't really want to be pulling the muscles with all our might. We're trying to get the muscles to relax, remember? So you'll see yoga focusing a lot on breathing, and they're trying to let your muscles relax into position rather than forcing them there. Let's hold for 2 more breaths. And release. And that's it, that's the routine complete. Thanks so much for joining me for that. If you fancy doing another one of my videos, I'll link one here, and here's a playlist of some more. Hopefully, I'll see you again soon for another follow along. Hit the thumbs up button. Let me know in the comments below, how did you find that routine and where in the world are you following along from, and I'll see you soon.